Hello everyone, it's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity Podcast. This is a show that offers cutting-edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsambyrne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam, and I want to welcome you to another EyeClarity podcast. So today, you're going to hear a recording of a session that I gave recently, and we covered a variety of different topics. My take on floaters, cataracts, monovision, progressive lenses, blue light, myopia, and astigmatism. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for tuning in. There are a variety of reasons why floaters occur. Here are my top 5. Poor dentistry and heavy metal toxicity, exposure to glyphosate, head trauma, too much blue light exposure, dehydration in the eye generally. So there's a lot of moving parts with floaters, but I would say number 1 would be to get the 15% as well and start using it. You know, 1 drop, maybe 2 to 4 times a day. And it might work for you. It might. It definitely has worked for a lot of people. Now, if it doesn't work, there's some other things that you could do. I definitely would consider the glutathione. I would consider the glutathione sublingual. I would consider possibly doing a liver cleanse or even some intermittent fasting. That the liver and the eyes go together very intimately. We know this from Chinese medicine. Get rid of any inflammation that is in your gut whatsoever. Get some craniosacral, get some acupuncture. So there's a variety of different things. Blue blockers also probably if you're doing a lot of screen time. Because see, blue light from any screen is going to dry your eyes out, which now brings me to dry eye. So basically what's in the back of the eye, floaters, is a dry eye in the vitreous. The eyelids are the main culprit with dry eye in the front of the eye. So there, you can do that 5% more often during the day as a way to stay hydrated. You could also get some homeopathic eye drops called Optique and go back and forth between the Optique and the 5% until you reach a kind of a loading zone level of hydration during the day. And then in the evening, what's a really nice thing to do is get yourself some organic castor oil and do a very light massage on the eyelids, on the outside part of the eye, just a drop or 2. That castor oil heals wounds on the skin. It's really moisturizing. It may also help the cataract. It may also help the floaters. And it'll keep your eyes moist in the evening as you move into the morning. So hydration is the name of the game. And I know you're plant-based, but you need to consider some level of omega-3 if you can. Omega-3 seems to really be important for dry eye, and 50% of the retina is omega-3s. Not a lot of fats and oils are needed in the retina, but there are a lot of plant-based sources you can do, an algae, you can do flax, you can do, there's a lot of ways to go there. But I pay attention to the oils and fats. Chia seeds is another one I like. So those would be the things to do for the structure and the tissue around your eyes. And it seems to work for most people in my community. But the thing with night vision is the better the retina circulation, the more peripheral vision access. Remember, you're using monovision, so the eye you're reading with is not really seeing in the distance.
Right.
It's focused up close. It would be really interesting for you when you're driving at night if you got the same contacts that would correct you for distance. Because right now you're in a strobe effect with your right eye and left eye. Yeah. They are capturing the headlights at different speeds.
Yeah, right.
So,
right. That's interesting.
So
okay.
I think, experiment with it. But one experiment is to get the left eye corrected so it matches the right eye for distance, and see how that is.
Yeah, that's a really important subject, clearly. But anyway, I also bought these blue light blocking glasses. I put on kind of the middle of the evening watching TV. Is there any benefit to these blue light? These are just clip-ons onto my glasses. Is that a recommendation that you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely blue light. That's a chaotic frequency. So it definitely dries your eyes out more.
Okay.
Affects the melatonin production. So I'm all in on blue light protection. I think it's important to at least know about it.
Yeah.
And if you want to use them for your screen time, right on. I think that's a positive step.
Okay. Those are my questions. We can talk myopia here.
So with myopia, I don't think you're going to be able to get rid of your contacts or glasses with my techniques.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you've been in it so long,
right,
and you've got kind of moderate to high prescriptions, but it could open the door for you around insights and healing your vision. And it's a process. It's not a quick fix.
Right.
And so some simple things that you can do would be, as an experiment, get a prescription in that left eye for the contacts that would match the distance of the right eye and see what that's like, just as kind of an experiment with that. A second thing is that I'm not completely against progressive lenses. You just don't want to wear them all the time. But I think for now, using them as you are it's not gonna be a game changer. Like, it's convenient to have the different prescriptions in one lens. And if it works for you, I would be more concerned if you were an IT specialist that used progressive lenses 10 or 12 hours a day, then we'd have to have a more serious talk. But so there's that situation. Then we move into the eye therapy realm. And I'm going to give you one exercise to play with. And I want to emphasize the word play. So, what I learned over the years, because I studied a lot of physical therapy, is that one of the ways to improve myopia is to challenge the myopia, to challenge the status quo. And the way you're going to challenge it is as follows. You go to a drugstore and you go to the part of the store where they have the magnifiers.
Yeah.
And you get the strongest magnification lens, which is a plus lens. You wear a minus lens. You bring it home in the comforts of your bedroom where you can lock the door, your contacts aren't in. You occlude one eye, either with a patch that you get at the drugstore or a fabric or something, and you get a naked acuity eyesight measurement through the right eye. It's going to be really blurry. And then you take this magnification lens and you put it over the right eye, and I want you to immediately watch what your mind starts thinking about. It'll probably be the tone of, I don't like this blur.
Right.
It's uncomfortable. And so for the next minute, your practice is, can I mentally relax into the blur?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make friends with it? Now remember, the door's locked, you're sitting down, there's no demand on you. And you can watch how your mind goes, well, what if? I can't do anything with this. Or, you're going to see all the mental thoughts that created your myopia.
Wow.
It shows you the recording.
Yeah. Wow.
After that minute, you take it off, and you're going to notice that your right eye goes, it might be a tinge clearer. There might be something to this going into the blur and relaxing myself mentally about blur. So you do it 3 times. Then you take the patch off the left eye and you get a baseline of the acuity with both eyes, and you're going to surprise yourself. It's not too bad, and it's brighter. So you're interrupting the habit and the reinforcement that your glasses and contacts have done to you for X number of years.
Mm-hmm.
Then you repeat the same thing with the left eye. Could be really different. I don't know. After the 3rd time, you take the glasses off, you take a look through the left eye, you take the patch off. You do that every day for 30 days, it's going to start loosening up your eyes. Because what's causing the myopia is your mental belief that you need to keep things really clear or else. All hell is going to break loose.
Right.
And that is the source of your myopia. I'm out of control. There's too much chaos. I'm addicted to detail. I mean, you could probably write a book about it. And after that 30 days, you may start noticing when you put your contacts on that you start to get a little headache. And that's the time to call me and say, I think these prescriptions are too strong for me.
Wow.
So then at that point, we'll reduce you. Now, something that's really radical here would be if in the comforts of your home, to start wearing the same power in each eye without astigmatism. So astigmatism means there's a warp. There's a twist in the eye.
Right.
But studying my body work like I have, I know that body twist is also in the body. It's not just in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
If you start wearing a non-astigmatism lens in your eye, it's going to unwind the astigmatism both in the eye and in the body. The issue is going to be mentally, you're going to be dealing with a level of disorientation and blurriness. So you've got to carve out a time when there's no demand on you.
Mm-hmm.
And to wear the same lens in each eye is revolutionary because it's now pointing your eyes into a direction of balance. And it's a direction. It's not going to happen overnight. But, let's say, for example, so you're at -6 in the right and now you're 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
I might say we're -6 astigmatism without astigmatism in each eye, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
And it's an exploration for you. You see, your homeopathic remedy, your constitutional homeopathic, is loving your blur, is mentally relaxing yourself in the blur in non-demanding and non-threatening situations. This has nothing to do with baits and sunning and palming, and this is about getting to the core of what it is mentally that you have to be in such a hypervigilant state.
Mm.
And that's a hard thing to face. I mean, but that's I'm giving you 6 months of eye therapy in 10 minutes. But I think start with the blurry glasses and wrestle with it. See what mentally comes up for you around being in the blur.
Right.
I know it's not going to be comfortable for you. And, maybe you might say, I don't really want to face this, right now. So whatever level you want to plug into is totally great.
Yeah.
You want to stay in monovision part-time? That's good. No worries. Progressive lenses, I'm not saying give them up. I think these nutrients and eye drops are definitely going to help.
Okay.
And then you be the judge. I saw in there, based on your buy-in, how motivated you're going to be. Well, check it out. See if you can make some traction in it. If you can, and you go all in, well, there is a gold nugget at the end of the yellow brick road, behaviorally, emotionally, energetically. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity Podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.